been watching the channel, the last one was on the bossa, including some really cool brush techniques I showed you. And then before that was a cha-cha, and then I had some swing stuff. Today we're going to take a break from all that and just have a little quickie, fun one. I got some cool stuff I'm working on coming up, some technical difficulties with it, but hopefully some interviews that you will like. But anyway, today we're going to talk about a Vinnie Caliuta groove called St. Augustine in Hell is the name of the song. It is from Sting. It is on 10 Sumner Tales. Now this is a Vinnie Caliuta-ism. He does things like this quite a lot. This is an odd meter. It is 7/8. He does it as a ride pattern. Today I'm going to build it for you, and I'm going to show you how to teach this kind of thing to yourself. You know, let's take an easier version of it. Let's first learn the groove. It is in 7/8. It's a great song. I recommend buying the album. It's a fantastic album. Vinnie's on the whole thing, I believe, and does a great job. And there's actually 2 tunes on the album. He does kind of a similar pattern, even though they're in different meters. In some ways, there's the nugget or the essence of the groove is the same. And what is that essence? What Vinnie likes to do is put a dupo meter, which is something that's based on 2 or 4, on top of an odd meter, a 5 or a 7 or a 3. In this case, he's got 7/8 playing between his bass drum and his snare, and he's got a definite 2 pattern playing in his ride, right, between his ride and his hi-hat, and I'm going to show you how he does that. And we're going to do the whole thing starting on the hi-hat. It's very cool. It's surprising that he played this in a pop tune, but it sounds so good, and it makes the groove so subtle that the average listener won't even notice that you're playing in 7/8. So let's get right to it. We're starting out. A simple version of this would be just putting the hi-hats on all 8th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we're just going to let the hi-hat play all the 8th notes all the way through. So here's the groove like that. I got my bass drum on 1, the end of 4, and 6. I got my snare on 3 and 7. Watch how this sounds. And you've heard this groove before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm pretty sure I'm under tempo, which it's okay, I want you to learn this. So now what does Vinnie do? What do I mean by dupo meter? Watch, this is very subtle, not that difficult yet. We're gonna keep adding one brick on top of another brick until we get to what he's doing, and then we're gonna go one beyond that. Alrighty, so now we're gonna put the accents as every other one on the hi-hat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can see 1, 3, 5, 7, 2, 4, 6. So that pattern takes 2 bars to cycle through, but this is a 1-bar pattern that I have between my snare and my bass drum, which is very definitely 7/8. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. By the way, it is really important that you count during these things. Let's add one more monkey wrench into this. So let's take that same idea and let's open the hi-hat up on the 1, the 3, the 5, the 7, the 2, the 4, the 6. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Here we go. Whole thing again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, it's getting cooler. I'm still a little under tempo because I want you to learn. Now, we don't really need to hit the hi-hat on the notes that we're not opening it up on, because my foot already does that. Or we don't need to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now we're really close to what Vinnie does. We're going to move it to the ride in a second. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Very cool. Still a hair under tempo. Now, really, we're just playing quarter notes with our right hand, which for me is my left, for you maybe your right, for Vinnie it was his right. And we're going to play those chord notes on the cymbal. And this is really kind of what he does. And I'm not really sure what he does with his hat on this tune. I'm going to show you how I play it, and how that's going to even, I think, help you further to get a handle on these kind of grooves. Let's leave the hat out for a second, and here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, let me show you how I like to play this song. Vinnie actually with the hi-hat himself, maybe doing all playing just every note together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It may be that. It sounds like it could be that. He may be even doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not sure. I'm going to show you what I do. And I like this fine, what I'm doing. And it's actually a little tricky. It's going to take you a minute to get. Here we go. I'm going to put the hi-hat in between my cymbal pattern, just like when I was doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do the same thing, but my right hand is over here, not on the hat. Watch. I messed around with it, had some fun, and that may have been a hair under tempo, but not much. I think that's about the right tempo for it. It could have been a click or two slower, but you can see what I'm doing has a lot of possibilities, right? My hands are going round and round and round and round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got the 7/8 over here, and I've made this 7/8 groove sound very subtle, and I would venture to guess that the average listener doesn't even know that it's 7/8. Doesn't even know. Doesn't know that it's an odd meter. He's just hearing this cool groove. It even maybe is somewhat danceable. Do yourself a favor. Do me a favor. Listen to 7 Days. It's on the same album. It's a couple of songs before it. It's in 5, and he does a very similar thing with a pattern that's very 4. Very 4/8 in his hands while he's playing 5/4, I believe, here. Very cool pattern. Again, makes everything sound really cool. Vinnie does that a lot. Anyway, I hope this opens some doors for you to take a drive down this road. The superimposing meters on top of one another. It's cool, it's subtle, and it'll get you some smiles from your other players around you. You know, it is Vinnie Caliuta 101, but hey. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. There'll be a link on the bottom if you want to send a little help so that we can keep content like this coming. Anyway, I hope your life is doing okay during this time. Live well.